everyone, how are you all? I hope you're doing well. So, I welcome you again to your GK class, and today we'll do chapter number 2 of your GK book, and the name of the chapter is Indian Nobel Prize Winners. But before discussing about Indian Nobel Prize winners, I would like to ask you one question. Do you know the importance of Nobel Prize? Do you know who started this prize? Yes, we all know that the Nobel Prize is widely considered the world's most prestigious award, and it is awarded for achievements in physics, chemistry, physiology or medicine, literature, peace, and economics. But apart from this, there are so many other facts about the Nobel Prize that we all must know. So let's discuss first of all the major facts about the Nobel Prize. The Nobel Prize is awarded to those who during the preceding year shall have conferred the greatest benefit on mankind. Prizes in physics, chemistry, physiology or medicine, literature and peace have been awarded since 1901 and economic sciences since 1968. On 10th December, that is the Nobel Day, the award ceremonies normally take place in both Stockholm, that is in Sweden, and Oslo, that is in Norway. At the Stockholm Concert Hall, the winners in physics, chemistry, physiology or medicine, literature and economic sciences receive a medal from the King of Sweden, as well as a diploma and a cash award. The ceremony is followed by a gala banquet at Stockholm City Hall, whereas the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded in Oslo City Hall on the same day. The Nobel Prize is the legacy of Sweden's Alfred Nobel. He was a chemist, engineer, inventor, and entrepreneur. Nobel was devoted to the study of explosives, and his inventions include a blasting cap, dynamite, and smokeless gunpowder. When Nobel died, he held 355 patents in different countries and had made a fortune. Actually, in his last will, Nobel declared that he wanted the bulk of his assets to go to a fund and that the interest from that fund should be distributed as annual prizes. So these were some of the major facts about the Nobel Prize, and in this chapter we'll discuss about 6 major Indian Nobel Prize winners. And they are Amartya Sen, C.V. Raman, Hargobind Khurana, Subramanian Chandrasekhar, Mother Teresa, and Rabindranath Tagore. So let's get started and let's learn about Amartya Sen first of all. Amartya Sen has been called the Mother Teresa of economics for his work on famine, human development, welfare economics, the underlying mechanisms of poverty, gender inequality, and political liberalism. Born in Shantiniketan, India in 1933, Amartya Sen graduated in economics from the Presidency College, Calcutta in 1953. That year he joined the Trinity College in Cambridge, where he earned another Bachelor of Arts degree in Economic Sciences. At the age of 23, Sen was appointed professor and head of the economics department at the Jadavpur University in Calcutta. From 1977 to 1988, he taught at the University of Oxford, where he was first professor of economics and fellow of Nuffield College, and then Drummond Professor of Political Economy and a fellow of All Souls College, Oxford from 1980. In 1998, he was appointed Master of Trinity College, Cambridge, making him the first Asian head of an Oxbridge college. Sen's research works cover a wide range of subjects from social choice theory, economic theory, ethics and political philosophy, welfare economics, theory of measurement, decision theory, development economics, public health to gender studies. His books have been translated in more than 30 languages. Some of his noteworthy publications include Choice of Techniques, Growth Economics, Collective Choice and Social Welfare, Development as Freedom, Poverty and Famines, an essay on entitlements and deprivation, among others. Sen has received various honors, including the Nobel Prize for his work in economics in 1998. He was also awarded Bharat Ratna, the highest honor awarded by the President of India. Besides this, the awards he has received are the Frankie Seidman Distinguished Award in Political Economy, the Senator Giovanni Anelli International Prize in Ethics, the Ellen Shawn Feinstein World Hunger Award, and the Jane Mayer Global Citizenship Award. Now let's discuss about the second Indian Nobel Prize winner, Mother Teresa. We all know that Mother Teresa was a Roman Catholic nun who devoted her life to serving the poor and destitute around the world. Mother Teresa, who is also known as the Saint of the Gutters, was born on August 26, 1910 in Skopje, which is the current capital of the Republic of Macedonia. Mother Teresa attended a convent-run primary school and then a state-run secondary school. At the age of 12, she first felt a calling to religious life. 6 years later, in 1928, an 18-year-old Mother Teresa decided to become a nun and set off for Ireland to join the Sisters of Loreto in Dublin. On 24th May 1931, she took her first religious vows as a nun, and on 17th August 1948, she wore a blue-bordered white sari for the first time and passed through the gates of Loreto Convent to enter the world of the poor. On 21st December 1948, she visited a slum for the first time and cared for an old man lying sick on the road, washed the sores of some children, and nursed a woman dying of hunger and TB. After getting permission from the Vatican, a new congregation means Assembly of Missionaries of Charity, was officially established in Calcutta, that is now Kolkata, on 7th October 1950. In 1962, she was awarded with Padma Shri, that is the fourth highest civilian award given by the Government of India. She was also awarded with Philippines-based Ramon Magsaysay Award in 1962. In 1979, she was awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize. And in 1980, she was awarded with India's highest civilian award, that is Bharat Ratna. In 1992, her official biography was written and published by an Indian civil servant, Naveen Chawla. Mother Teresa died on September 5, 1997 in Calcutta, West Bengal, India. Now let's learn about the major facts about the third Indian Nobel Prize winner, that is Dr. C.V. Raman. Dr. C.V. Raman, that is Chandrasekhar Venkataraman, was one of the great legends from India whose hard work and determination made India proud and became the first Indian to receive a Nobel Prize in physics. He proved that if a person really wants to pursue his or her desires, nobody can stop. Chandrasekhar Venkataraman was born at Tiruchirappalli in southern India on November 7, 1888. C.V. Raman was an intelligent and brilliant student since his early childhood. At the age of 11, he passed his matriculation and 12th at the age of 13 with a scholarship. He entered Presidency College Madras in 1902 and in 1905 he passed his BA examination, winning the first place and the gold medal in physics. In 1907 he gained his MA degree, obtaining the highest distinctions. Because of his father's interest, he appeared for the Financial Civil Services, that is FCS examination, and topped it. In 1907, he went to Calcutta, that is now Kolkata, and joined as Assistant Accountant General. He got an opportunity to join the University of Calcutta in 1917 as the first professor of physics. After 15 years at Calcutta, he became the professor at the Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore from 1933 to 1948. And since 1948, he became the director of the Raman Institute of Research at Bangalore, which was established by him. He won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930. He was also awarded the Franklin Medal in 1941. He was awarded the Bharat Ratna in 1954, the highest civilian award in India, and in 1957 he was awarded the Lenin Peace Prize. On February 28 every year, India celebrates National Science Day in his honor. In 1970, he received a major heart attack while working in the laboratory. He took his last breath in the Raman Research Institute on 21st November 1970. Now let's discuss about the next Indian Nobel Prize winner, who is Hargobind Khurana. Hargobind Khurana was born of Hindu parents in Raipur, a little village in Punjab which is now part of eastern Pakistan. The correct date of his birth is not known. That shown in documents is January 9th, 1922. Hargobind Khurana attended DAV High School in Multan, that is now West Punjab. Later he studied at the Punjab University in Lahore, where he obtained an MSc degree. Khurana lived in India until 1945, when the award of a Government of India fellowship made it possible for him to go to England, and he studied for a PhD degree at the University of Liverpool. In 1952, Khurana was offered a position in Vancouver to start a new non-academic research laboratory. In 1960, Khurana moved to the Enzyme Institute at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Hargobind Khurana was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine in 1968. Along with his Nobel Prize, Khurana was awarded the Louisa Gross Horwitz Prize from Columbia University and the Lasker Foundation Award for Basic Medical Research in 1968. He was also awarded the Paul Kessler International Award of Merit in Retina Research in 1987. Hargobind Khurana died on November 9, 2011 in Concord, Massachusetts at the age of 89. Now let's discuss about the next Indian Nobel Prize winner, who is Subramanian Chandrasekhar. Subramanian Chandrasekhar was born in 1910 in Lahore, which at that time was in British India. His parents and private tutors schooled Chandra at home until the age of 12. He attended Hindu High School, where he graduated in 1925 at the age of 15. He earned a bachelor's degree in physics from Presidency College. Chandra received a scholarship to pursue graduate studies at Cambridge University in England. Subramanian Chandrasekhar was one of the foremost astrophysicists of the 20th century. He was one of the first scientists to couple the study of physics with the study of astronomy. Subramanian Chandrasekhar was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1983 for his work on the physical processes involved in the structure and evolution of stars. He was also awarded the Royal Medal in 1962, the National Medal of Science in 1966, and Padma Vibhushan in 1968. Subramanian Chandrasekhar died of a heart attack on August 21, 1995 at the age of 84. Now let's discuss about the last Indian Nobel Prize winner, who is Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore is famous by many names like Gurudev, Kabi Guru, Bishwa Kabi, and often referred to as the Bard of Bengal. Rabindranath Tagore, popularly known as Gurudev, was born on 7th May 1861 to Debindranath Tagore and Sarda Devi in Calcutta. Tagore received his education at home. He was taught in Bengali with English lessons in the afternoon. He read the Bengali poets since his early age and himself began writing poetry by the age of 8. Rabindranath Tagore's traditional education began in England at a public school. He was sent to England in the year 1878 as his father wanted him to become a barrister. Rabindranath Tagore had always hated formal education and thus showed no interest in learning from his school. He was later on enrolled at the University College in London, where he was asked to learn law. But he once again dropped out and learned several works of Shakespeare on his own. After learning the essence of English, Irish, and Scottish literature and music, he returned to India. During his lifetime, Rabindranath Tagore wrote several poems, novels, and short stories. When he was just 15, he surprised everyone by writing his first poem, Banfool. Though he started writing at a very young age, his desire to produce more number of literary works only increased after the death of his wife and children. Tagore had composed about 2,230 songs, which are often referred to as Rabindra Sangeet. And as we all know that it was Rabindranath Tagore who wrote the national anthem for India, that is Jan Gan Man. But do you know that he also wrote the Bangladeshi national song, that is Amar Sonar Bangla? It is also believed that even the national anthem of Sri Lanka is based on a Bengali song written by Rabindranath Tagore. His famous work Gitanjali, which was first published in 1910 and later translated and published in English in 1912, won him the prestigious Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. He was also awarded the knighthood by the English government in 1915. However, he returned this honor in protest of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Tagore was a great educationist also. He founded a school, Shanti Niketan, which means Abode of Peace in Bengal, which is now known as Vishwa Bharati. Rabindranath Tagore left the world on 7th August 1941 without seeing India's independence. So these were some of the major facts about these 6 Indian Nobel Prize winners. And I hope you have understood everything and enjoyed watching this video. So now we'll do one exercise that is given on the page number 26 of your GK books. So look at the page number 26. Here you have to read the descriptions and write the names of the Nobel Prize winners. You can take help from the pictures. So the first question is, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1998 for his work in economics. So who's that person? Yes, the name of that person is Amartya Sen. And this is the picture of Amartya Sen. The second question is, he is an Indian-born American scientist. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Medicine in 1968. Yes, the answer is Hargobind Khurana, and this is the picture of Hargobind Khurana. The next question is, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1930 for physics. He did his research exclusively in India, and the correct answer here is C.V. Raman, and this is the picture of C.V. Raman. The next question is, he got the Nobel Prize in 1983 for his study of structure and evolution of stars. Yes, the correct answer here is Subramanian Chandrasekhar. And this is the picture of Subramanian Chandrasekhar. The next question is, she was awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace in 1979. She was known as the Saint of the Gutters. Yes, we all know she was Mother Teresa, and this is the picture of Mother Teresa. And the last question here is, he was the first Indian and also the first Asian to get Nobel Prize for his book Gitanjali in 1913. Yes, it's very easy. He was Rabindranath Tagore. And this is the picture of Rabindranath Tagore. So all of you will write the answers in your books in neat and clean handwriting. Okay, so this is all for today, and we'll meet once again in a new video with a new topic. Till then, take care all of you. Thank you.